Hi, I'm Mona, and if you're here, you found Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. I have a pick a pile reading today. And the question I have for today is, what happened to me that brought me to where I am today? So perhaps you're maybe not in a good place, or you're not where you wanted to be in life. Not yet anyways, right? And you're wondering, why am I not in the place I should be? I mean, I feel like I should be on a different level in my life, right? So maybe this is what you might be asking yourself. What happened to me that brought me to where I am today? Like what events, like what events happened to you that led you on the path that you're on now, as opposed to the path that you thought was best for you or would be better for you, like, since childhood. So maybe something from childhood affected you that carried on throughout your lifetime. And now you're at a point in your life like, whoa, what went wrong? Like what happened? All right, so that's pretty much our question. These are the three piles I have, 1, 2, and 3, right? I would like to say, do not live your life by the tarot. It is you that creates your own destiny. These readings may or may not resonate, okay? Please subscribe, like, comment, and share these videos. Also, to my subscribers, welcome back, and to any new subscribers, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you're here. So basically what I'm trying to do here is, I'm just going to read the cards, right? So whatever pile you choose, I'm going to read that pile. And, it may or may not sound like your situation, whatever. But if it does, I mean, that's a sign for you to, after your reading, fast forward to the end where I will pull oracle cards, right? And we will get suggestions from Source, God, the universe. We'll get suggestions on what we need to surrender. And we'll also get some messages, possibly from Buddha, from some Buddha wisdom, right? I love this deck. You guys know that. Anyways. Yeah, that's basically what I have. Okay. Now, also, nothing I say here is absolute. Okay. What I'm doing here, I'm just trying to get you to think about yourself and what has happened through your life that has brought you to this point, right? This is a question for myself. This is why I do this, right? One of those piles will be mine. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's what I try to do here. I'm trying to help others heal as I heal myself, right? I might as well, right? We all need the help sometime. Why not share it, right? So basically, we're just trying to get some ideas of what has happened and ways that we can direct ourselves to be to find sources to help us overcome these challenges, because this may trigger something in somebody to have them realize, like, oh my gosh, this is what happened in childhood, and this is why I carry these traits today. Whatever, right? So something like that. And then from there, you can go along with your healing, right? I'm not trying to, I'm trying to save everybody money if I can. So we can all save money together and heal ourselves together just as a collective without spending thousands of dollars on medical expenses for somebody that you're just going to talk to for an hour every week or whatever. Okay, maybe it gets you out of the house. You like to do that. But you can get it right here too, hopefully. Anyhow. So I have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. So hopefully you've chosen by now. If you need more time, you can go ahead and pause the video, but I'm going to go ahead and get started on pile number 1. Okay, let's get started with pile number 1. The question is, what happened to me that brought me to where I am today? So what kind of chain of events, right? Okay, so we have the angel. So the angel represents guardian of hope and wonder. So possibly somebody could have been leading you, or an angel has been leading you on your path, possibly, right? Leading you up to the point where you are now, having you go through the chain of events that you need to go through to realize things in life, right? So maybe you've had a guardian angel around you, trying to direct you in the right direction, right? Maybe in the past you didn't, and now you do, you know, who knows? But it appears that the guardian of hope is here. This is the angel totem, and um, this is the angel of hope and wonder, right? And that's kind of nice, right, you guys? So let's find out what is going on here in your story. It may or may not resonate. Remember that. So first of all, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So we have a female here. She is a queen and she's stable, right? She's grounded. She's rooted. She's somebody who's, you know, she's giving, she's nurturing and all that stuff, but she's balanced. You know, this is a balanced person, right? She provides security to others. We have the Sun card, okay? So this could be somebody's a sunshine. You know, as the viewer, you could be interacting with somebody who is the Queen of Pentacles, right? And you may see this person as like your sunshine, right? The Hermit. But this situation has got you in a kind of a hermit mode, trying to figure things out and go within, right? Normally, I just lay the cards all out. I don't know why I'm starting right away, so I feel a sort of urgency in whoever chose pile number 1. So I'm going to step back, and I'm going to lay out the cards, and then we'll continue. Okay, so whoever's throwing out the energy, as in hurry up, what's the answer? Let's be fair. Let's put all the cards out and see where this leads, okay? I know many of you may. I'm feeling a feeling of urgency, so just hold on. Let me put them all out first. All right, you guys. So we have the 7 of Cups. We have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Next we have the World card. We have the 7 of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Rods. We have the Hierophant. We have the 9 of Swords, and we have the 2 of Cups. Dang, all right. Okay, somebody out there, jeez. Okay. I feel like pushy right now. Like somebody's being really pushy. Come on now. Let's you know, come on. All right. Let me take a breath. Let me see what's here, okay? Okay, major arcanas. We have 2 on the top. We have 1, 2 on the bottom, right? We got the Sun and the Hermit on the top, and we have the World and the Hierophant on the bottom. Okay, so let's get started here. So as I mentioned before, there's a female energy here, Queen. So this is a very stable, nurturing, balanced person, right? And you could be looking at this person as your sunshine, somebody that just brings you that happiness, that warmth, right? That vitality, success, you know, feeling that positivity. Just someone who just makes you feel good, right? But we have you in the hermit mode now, going within, trying to figure things out in regards to this person, right? You may have a lot of options or maybe a lot of ideas that are in regards to that person, right? Or somebody could be feeling this way about you, okay? So also remember that the roles can be switched, right? I mean, because you could be watching, you could be the Queen of Pentacles and being like, yeah, I see myself as a Sun, because maybe you're a single woman, you're not really interacting with anybody, so, you know what I mean? So remember, with the tables can be turned here with the male or female energies, right? Okay, continuing on. So somebody has a lot of options here. Now, it might be options as in, how am I going to go about doing something, right? Or it could be options, yeah, that's it, basically. Somebody is in their head thinking about how they can approach this Queen of Pentacles, right? Perhaps this is a very touchy person. This is somebody you may have spoken to already. You know how they are. Possibly you are just trying to figure out how you can communicate or how you can go about doing something, right? Now, this involves the 10 of Pentacles, right? But she is the Queen of Pentacles. You know, she could be a married woman, doesn't have to be, but the Queen of Pentacles can be a married woman, a girlfriend, a mother, right? So we don't know if she's married or not yet. She could be, she couldn't, she doesn't have to be, right? Because, you know, people do step outside of relationships, so we don't know what's going on here yet, right? So let's keep going. So we have that Ten of Pentacles there. So somebody has the Ten of Pentacles, possibly even manifested this Ten of Pentacles. So maybe they are watching their seeds that they've planted grow, because they have actually had different options, possibly, right? Knowing that they have this abundance here, wanting to approach something, a seed that has been planted in the past, and they are now watching it come to fruition. Okay, so this could be you. You could be coming into some sort of financial security or stability, you know, in regards to, you know, finances, money, right? So it seems here maybe you've come into some money, right? Because it doesn't actually make you a King of Pentacles, does it? Right? It doesn't. And I'll tell you why right now. The Queen of Pentacles is there because she worked for this position, right? She worked for the position that she's in. She has grounded herself. She has learned herself. She has learned to love herself and respect herself. Respect her life, respect her body. This is not an easy woman that you can just pick up off the street. Hey, baby, what's up? No, 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 no. This is a woman of quality, all right? And she does illuminate people's life just by her presence, right? She illuminates people just by her presence. She grounds others. And this is why she is different than somebody just coming into money, right? This is not even a page, all right? This is not a page. This is not a knight. This is not a queen or a king. This is just somebody who's come into money. Maybe they have manifested this money somehow, or they've come into that money, right? It's just like that. It could be from a number of things. It could have been from the lottery, a business deal, maybe inheritance, something, right? So this is immature money right here. This is, you know what? It doesn't exactly mean that, but that's what's coming to my head, you guys. All right? So this is why I'm explaining it that way. Okay? Because to me, even, I'm thinking, what the hell am I saying? But you know what? That's what's coming out, and that's what Spirit wants. And it's kind of weird, you know, but hey, somebody has manifested some money. They did it through some certain type of options, and they're watching their money grow, right? So they manifested something, right? Now, this person is not only somebody's son, but she is their whole world. This individual, she may be single. Obviously, maybe she is. Or you know, I don't see a King of Pentacles here. So I'm taking it that, yes, this is a single person, possibly. And, you know, and she's shown this way instead of the Nine of Pentacles energy, right? Single woman who could take care of herself. No. She's a queen. She is a queen. She's not the Nine of Pentacles. She has been through, you know, she's been a mother. She's been a nurturer. She's been a wife. She's been a girlfriend. She's been all that. She's been through the ringer, right? She's built her empire on her own. She is the queen of her own empire, right? Now, whoever this is right here, this could be you, viewer. You've manifested something and you've watched it grow, right? Your manifestations are coming to fruition. But who is this? Is this you also? Is this you trying to manifest this Queen of Pentacles? Wanting to, you know, thinking this is your world? Watching your manifestations come to light? Is this you? Well, who is this then? Who is this Queen of Rods in the way then? This is two women. Now, this could also be, I'll tell you what, this could also be same-sex relationship. It could be that. Or it could also be a male and a female energy, or male and female here, right? Because we can have male and female energies. We could just be expressing possibly that energy, right? So let me take a little deeper look here. Okay. So yes, this is two women here. I was thinking, okay, maybe this is the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Rods sharing the energy of one person, but no, this is not. This is two people here. Somebody is trying to manifest this here, right? But they can't seem to get a grasp on how to do it. And the reason being, it's because we have this Queen of Rods in the way. This person, whoever's in hermit mode, trying to go within, is being blocked somehow with this Queen of Rods. So this could be another relationship. He has his back to her. But he is facing towards his world, which is directly below the Queen of Pentacles and below the Sun. This person has something for this Queen of Pentacles, but he's involved with this Queen of Rods. You know, I don't know what that is. Only you know. No wonder you're trying to be pushy about this. You don't know what to do about the situation you're in. You are involved with this Queen of Rods, but you're always thinking about the Queen of Pentacles. This is almost like dealing with lust or love type of thing, right? The Queen of Rods is younger than the Queen of Pentacles, because the Queen of Rods is a passionate woman, you know, exploring life with passion, right? But the Queen of Pentacles has already been somewhere, done things. That's why she's the Queen of Pentacles, able to support herself, take care of herself. This is just a little passion person right here. But this right here, this person has gained that status of Queen of Pentacles because of hard work, dedication, loyalty, commitment, whatever, right? Okay. So now we have the Hierophant here, right? And the Hierophant represents marriage, spiritual wisdom, some sort of institution, right? So, excuse me. So there's somebody that wants marriage or is in a marriage already. Or somebody here has a lot of options for marriage. Maybe these are the two options, but there could be more, who knows, right? But this person is trying to decide, that's why they're going within, remember, trying to decide which is the best option, right? Possibly who is more fitting to share this abundance with them, right? Who is somebody who's going to be, you know, responsible about it, you know, put it in a nest, you know, just not waste it, not squander it, use it for something more, you know, substantial in life for the future, right? So this person could be thinking that, or this person could also be thinking, I'm in a marriage, I made the wrong choice, I chose this person, and now they're in their head about the money. Maybe the money is being squandered, right? Maybe this is an option here. Okay, it could be either that, because they're all up in their head about this money, right? Somebody is all up in their head about money and finances, having it to do with marriage. Now, either they want to get married or they're in a marriage that's not benefiting them. They hold the key to someone's heart, though, and I think they know this, but they're sleeping on that key, right? I hope that's not too loud for you guys. Let me turn it down a little bit. Okay. So somebody's all up in their head about this money. And somebody is also thinking about this emotional situation, right? love shared between two people. Something that somebody has been trying to manifest. So to me, it appears in this situation that somebody is thinking about a certain individual, but there's somebody standing in the way. And the person that's standing in the way, they could either be married to her or planning on getting married, right? Planning to share that Two of Cups with somebody that they manifested. But there's a possibility that it's the wrong person that they've manifested. Because it's, you know, a lot of people, they don't listen to their intuition. They don't see the signs, you know, none of that stuff. And they choose, you know, they choose wrong. But, I mean, you know, we all make mistakes, right? But this involves money and the loss of a lot of it. And that's why somebody's up at night worried about this. So this kind of sounds like your story, kind of sort of a little bit. Then I'll see you guys at the end, and we'll pull a couple oracles and see what the universe and Buddha, what God has to tell us to help us out of this situation, or with this situation, right? Before I go, yeah, I mean, I basically answered the question, what happened to me that brought me to where I am today? There was a possibly wrong choice amongst options. Somebody didn't make the right choice. Somebody possibly is holding the key to somebody else's heart, and now somebody's worried about their finances because of the choice they made. Okay, so this is a possibility. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move on from here. I'm going to go ahead and go to pile number 2. I just want to let you know I did see number 2202. That might resonate with somebody. So going on to pile number 2. Okay, so this is for pile number 2. All right. I hope it's the right one. To be quite honest, I feel like I might have picked the wrong one. So if I did, just click over to the next timestamp just in case. But I think this was pile number 2, okay? I don't know. I forgot real quick. Okay, so the question is, what happened to me that brought me to where I am today? Okay, so let's find out. What do we have here? Okay, so we have the coyote, right? Humor and adaptability. That's what the coyote stands for, right? So perhaps you look at everything as humorous, or your person does, right? Or whoever we're dealing with or talking to today, right? But somebody here is very humorous, right? And they can adapt to all sorts of situations, all sorts of environments, right? They adapt with humor, right? Humor. But you see here that this coyote looks like he's howling at the moon, right? Perhaps somebody projects a lot of humorous ways and adaptabilities. Perhaps somebody adapts to all sorts of situations because they have to adapt to a lot of people, maybe, right? That could be it too. I'm feeling, but even though they're humorous, there's just this feeling I'm feeling that even though they feel this way, they might find comfort in the moon or the night, or maybe this is when they do a lot of their thinking at the night, thinking about themselves or things in their life, something like that. I don't know. That's what I'm feeling like somebody has to get away, like they recharge themselves with the moonlight. I don't know. That's what I'm getting right now, something like that, okay? So let's keep going here, okay? We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Four of Wands. We have the High Priestess. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Five of Flamingos, which is the Five of Swords, okay? We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the Ten of Swords. Oh. the Hermit, the Ten of Wands, and the Five of Wands, one over the other. Okay. Give me a second here. We do have the High Priestess and the Hermit as the major arcanas, right? Okay, whoever chose pile number 2, listen. Just because something hurt you in the past, I'm going to read the cards, but just listen to this, okay? Just because you were hurt in the past, or maybe, you know, you were in a relationship and it didn't go well, that doesn't mean that everybody is like that, right? That doesn't mean you have to anticipate pain coming into your life when it comes to relationships, okay? You know, shit happens. Sometimes people pick the wrong person and they're devastated by it because some people take the institution of marriage like really seriously. But sometimes they just don't all work out. Mine didn't. I was in a relationship that was very controlling. I chose based on, you know, whether or not I was, you know, I couldn't believe somebody asked me to marry them, like they were serious. And I was like, yes. And my issue with that came from childhood, from being told as a child that no one's ever going to want you. No one's ever going to want to marry you. You're not pretty enough. You're not, I was told that as a child. As a child. How could you tell that to a child? But I was. And so when someone asked me to marry them, I jumped on it because I thought, oh my God, this is my chance, right? And it didn't work out. It didn't work out at all. I was being controlled. I was in an abusive relationship. It was terrible, you guys. So I got out of it. And it still didn't end after that. There was still trauma from that relationship. But what I realized is none of that was my fault. It was the other person's fault for being the way or they are, or being damaged, or whoever they were, right? And it's not my fault that they're damaged. But they brought their damage into my life, which that sucked. But what can you do, right? But I will say that maybe you might have been in relationships after that, not actually unions, but relationships that just they just didn't seem on the straight and narrow, right? So you just said, fuck it, everyone's the same. Everybody just wants to hurt me. Forget it, I'm not doing fuck love, right? Right? Because I've said that shit too. Because I thought everyone is the same. And every relationship from when I had that bad marriage, it was like I was breaking up with everyone right away because I was just like looking for something wrong in that person just so I can break up with them because I didn't want to be hurt again. I did that. I did that for many years, a lot of years. I kept them until there was just something about, oh, no, it's not going to work out. I'm just going to move on to the next one. Like I felt like there was something wrong. And you know what that was for some of those people? It's because some of those people were actually really good to me. And I was like, I guess I was feeling love from others, but I didn't know what that feeling was because, like, after the first marriage, because to me, as a child, I always thought, like, when I get married, it's going to be forever and ever. And I'm going to love my person forever and ever. So even though that relationship was so fucked up for me, I fought so hard to keep that shit together. I try to do everything for this person, do and be the right person for them. But you know what? I wasn't being the right person for me. And one day that person said, no one's forcing you to be here. And that just made my heart shatter. Because who tells that to someone they love, that someone that they want to be with the rest of their life? Who says that to the other person? No one's forcing you to be here. Do you know how hurtful that is? So I left. And I never turned back. And since that time, I've been on guard on every relationship I've been in. And I've come to realize that, yes, not everyone is the same. Everyone is different. Yes, there can be similar controlling people or rude or mean and nasty people out there, but that's not everyone. The reason this didn't work out for you is because there's somebody better out there waiting for you. And you have to listen to your intuition on this one, okay? Not everyone else, but your own intuition. Let's get started here. Maybe something's going to ring a bell because I feel something like that here, okay? Okay, pile number 2. We have the High Priestess and the Hermit as the major arcanas, okay? High Priestess is a very intuitive person. Hierophant, or the Hermit, somebody that's going within, thinking about things, right? All right. We have the Four of Pentacles here. There's somebody holding on to a situation, right? It's a situation that is involving a marriage. Somebody has planted some seeds when it comes to somebody that they have been holding on to. You see, the sky is looking back at this guy holding this memory. So this person has planted seeds in regards to this marriage. He's planted seeds in regards to a certain thing that he's holding on to, right? So somebody is watching, they're trying to watch their seeds grow, and they're holding on to this thing that involves a marriage. Okay, now we have the High Priestess here. The High Priestess is very intuitive, and she has sacred knowledge, right? This is the keeper of all secrets. She knows all the secrets. She really does. In your life, anyways. Now, it seems that this High Priestess is waiting for something. The thing is she's waiting for something, but she doesn't know what's coming. She does have intuition, she does have sacred knowledge, but she doesn't know exactly what's going on in a certain situation, which has been keeping her in her head, right? Something, or not keeping her in her head, I'm sorry, my bad. It is, what's going on here is there has been deception, and she is looking around. Okay, this changes the whole thing. My bad. I was looking at this as this Five of Wands. New story, you guys. There's a High Priestess here. She knows something. She is waiting for something. It's almost like she is waiting for deception to happen. Like she knows that somebody's trying to get away with something. She knows there is deception in her future. She knows. She's hiding from it. You see this? She's hiding from it. That's why she's like kind of peeking out, like a tweaker, peeking out the curtain, you know. She's not a tweaker, because if she was, she wouldn't have this intuitive knowledge. But I'm just saying, she's like peeking out the side of the curtain because, stand by, you guys. Okay, let's keep going. So she's like waiting for some sort of deception. Like she's almost expecting some sort of deception to come by. She knows it's coming. She's intuitive. She's got that sacred knowledge. She's waiting for it, for the deception to come. So something hasn't happened yet. Some sort of deception is in the midst here, but it just hasn't happened yet, right? All right, let's keep going. We do have the Ace of Pentacles here, right? And the Ace of Pentacles is like a new start, a new beginning, right? A new business plan, just starting something new. And it could be involving this idea or whatever this person is thinking about, right? So while starting this or trying to deal with this new start, somebody received a message, and it was harsh and a direct communication involving what this person is trying to manifest. This person's seeds growing. They got a message, and after this message, they felt like this. So maybe somebody tried to manifest a situation to happen. And they may have made the wrong choice. It does involve money. Message came in, possibly some harsh, direct communication in regards to money. Maybe that somebody has stolen from another person and stepped out of the marriage, spent money on their friends, whatever, or another man or whoever, right? The opposite sex, even though they're in a committed relationship. So now this person feels backstabbed because that happened to them. That could be you. You may have done this to somebody, or somebody did this to you. So because this happened to you or to somebody, this is why there's no trust in people, right? Somebody could be making offers, but they're not going to take any offers because they feel backstabbed from the last thing. Maybe that's something they're going through right now. Right? Now, we have two people here, right? I'm feeling male energy here, and I'm feeling female energy here, right? The High Priestess goes within. This is how she finds out all that sacred knowledge, right? She has a deep understanding with Spirit. She has a very good relationship with Spirit. And she goes within a lot. She gets a lot of epiphanies. She's very lucky. She's very fortunate, and she's very grateful. Now, the problem here is, though, whatever she's waiting for, whatever she knows is coming in to this involving this deception and somebody trying to get away with something, she knows it's a burden. She knows it's a burden. She's always known it's a burden. But there's something about this person that keeps her hanging in the balance, right? So while she's over here worrying and tripping out, hoping that there's no more deception coming her way, she's like in her head a lot about it, you know? About the deception that has happened, about the burden, possibly about time wasted being the hermit, right? While someone else is going through some shit right here. This is not her. This is someone else. This could be you going through this, viewer, or you could be her, waiting for deception to come. You see how this is not the same page. These people are not on the same page. Yet they're involved somehow. They're linked somehow. It's like two different worlds, right? Two people apart, what they're going through while the other person's going through this person is going through that. See what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that the reason why this came out this way is because eventually as time passes, because these readings are timeless, right? Eventually as time passes, this person is going to watch the video, and as time passes even further, this person will watch the video. You know what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying? So these two people are going to catch this video separately somehow. And they're going to be like, oh my gosh, so that's what's happening with them. Or, oh my gosh, is she really doing that? Yeah. This is what's happening. This is what's happening. These two are adapting to their own situations. Even though, you know, like the coyote adapting. Even though, I mean, I don't feel like it's very humorous though. Maybe in the future when this is all over and things are better with these two people, maybe it will be humorous. But at this present time, no. We're trying to adapt it to whatever situations they're in right now, which are kind of, both of them are shitty. This one right here is a person in solitude tripping out. This is a person who's being backstabbed by others. You see, it's not the same page. Being backstabbed by others, maybe by one person, by a number of people, but it's involving money. There is money loss here somehow, or somebody's trying to hang on to their money. It involves a marriage. So if this sounds like your story, pile number 2, then yeah, I'll see you at the end, and maybe we can get some advice from Buddha and the universe, God, Spirit, and see what we need to surrender, right? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to pile number 3. Pile number 3 is next. Okay, so here's pile number 3. Question was, what happened to me that brought me to where I am today? Okay, let's find out. Okay, well, first we have the bear paw. Let me just turn this down a little bit, you guys. Alright. So we have the bear paw, and the bear paw represents strength and mobility, right? So there's somebody trying to be strong in a situation, somebody who has problems with mobility, maybe a problem with their car, problem with transportation, something like that, And this person is a very strong person, okay? Maybe they're immobile, maybe they're mobile. Something to do with mobility, right? Strength and mobility. That could be you or somebody that you're thinking about. So let's find out what's going on here in regards to what happened to me that brought me to where I am today. Okay? First we have the Magician. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Queen of Rods. We have the Magician. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Two of Swords, Two of Flamingos. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Ten of Rods. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Two of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Devil. Alright, you guys. Check this out. We have the Magician beginning on these two sides. Isn't that interesting, right? Two stories. Maybe one person manifesting two different stories. This is possible, right? It is possible for somebody to be manifesting too many things at once, where it just gets all confused and mixed up. So I see something like that here, right? So basically, we have two major arcana, the Magician, and we have one other major arcana that's different from those two, and that is the Devil. Okay? So we have the Magician, okay? And somebody has been trying to manifest some emotions when it comes to a certain individual, and this is the Queen of Rods. Somebody's trying to manifest the Queen of Rods, some sort of emotions, right? Now, like I said before, you can swap the energies. This could be a male holding the female energy, right? You know, or not, whatever. But somebody was trying to manifest this Queen of Rods. Somebody maybe as a child they had a wish that they wanted to find emotions with a very passionate person in their life, blah, 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 right? Now, there's that Magician again. Possibly a little older now. Or maybe somebody who tried to manifest this Queen of Rods is wanting to walk away from that wish, right? But they have to make a choice on which way they're going to walk. Somebody tried to manifest something, but they're walking away from that manifestation. So maybe in the past, somebody manifested something, and then when they finally got it, they changed their mind and walked away. That's what they chose to do. And for some reason, I'm targeted on that moon, so they did it during some sort of moon cycle. Do you guys see that? So, it appears here that whatever this person tried to manifest in the beginning, they wanted to have emotions with this Queen of Rods. They manifested her, and here comes a Queen of Rods, right? There's so many Queen of Rods out there, you guys. So many of them, right? Yes, there are. So this person he manifested this Queen of Rods, a Queen of Rods, right? He manifested a Queen of Rods. And what ended up happening is the Seven of Swords energy, having to, or dealing with deception, manipulation, cheating, lying, theft, and burdens. This love that this person manifested was a straight burden. But there was money there. So what basically happened is somebody manifested something with somebody, and it brought them financial security. But that relationship was not the right one. They thought it was because they saw that money, and they thought, wow, what if this is the one I want? This is my dream, because somebody would be, financially secure enough to take care of them. But it was a big old burden, though. Big old burden, whoever they got into a relationship with, right? Could even be a child involved here. So this is why they got involved with that. But it was a burden. Super burden. And now this guy is remembering about his wish, about what he saw in the future, about having a family and happy home and all that stuff. But what he didn't realize, holy shit, you guys. Look at that. Eight of Cups, right above each other. This person walked away from manifestation. They made the choice to walk away. And even though they saw somebody in their future involving a manifestation, maybe this is a different situation, they still walked away. And what they walked away towards was the devil instead. So this person walked away from a marriage, possibly, or a union, or a relationship that they felt was too much of a burden, right? Besides that, the person who tried to manifest this person was deceptive. Just by trying to manifest this person into his life was deception, right? Especially when it has to do with like a financial gain thing. This is not what the universe meant. This is not, I wish for love and with a passionate person. You know, that's not what the universe meant, as in this is the one, because maybe you rushed into it too quickly, right? And then there was deception. There was burdens. And this person possibly had some money. So you thought, hey, shit, why not? So I don't have a lot of burdens, whatever. But at least I'm financially secure, right? So now the Magician is thinking about the past and the kind of like, what they did. And that they walked away from a situation. They chose to walk away. They chose to walk away from something that they saw a future with. And what they walked towards instead was this devil energy. They walked towards addictions, manipulation, addictions, drinking alcohol, drugs, whatever, things like that. So this person, instead of following, you know, his wish to the universe to have whatever they wanted, I don't know, ended up walking away from this manifestation because perhaps they made the wrong choice in the past and thought, I don't want to do that again. And they might think that that wish didn't come true because the universe sent maybe the wrong person. It's almost like they're blaming the universe from them not choosing or sticking to their intuition to choose the right person, and they end up getting backstabbed. And this could be a trend that has been happening their whole life. Well, if that's been happening their whole life, maybe they don't know that somebody's being sent to them. So now they're in the mindset of, I don't want to go through that shit again. They've already been through it so many times. This next one's going to be the same one. This is what I'm feeling here. So any new future prospects for this person, they're just going to self-sabotage themselves and walk away from them. Maybe that's what they've been doing. Maybe that's what they are doing. They're making the choice to walk away from these relationships because they feel that they're all toxic. They're all bad. And even that being the case, they're still walking towards the devil energy. It's like they prefer the devil energy. Even though this was devil energy over here, but you know what? If it started with devil energy, it's going to end with devil energy. So there may have been some passions right here with this person, but it started off of devil energy, lust, not love. And after that, they just decided, fuck it, I'm just gonna play with these people's heads because I know that they're not going to be good to me just like all these other people, and I'm just not going to stick with it. I'm just going to go have my fun and keep moving along and just deceiving people along the way all the time. And there's a possibility also that this person may have been choosing people who are already attached. And this is what, you know, maybe people were stepping out of their relationships, meeting up with this guy, making this person believe they love them, they're perfect, they're special, and then later find out, oh, that's a married woman. Fuck. Falling for married women. Women who are already grounded and rooted and balanced, right? Who are already financially stable, thinking that they can get that woman maybe. But no, it never ends in their favor, right? So there's also this possibility that whatever they've tried to manifest has come to fruition, but they don't recognize it because they're so bent on what has happened in the past. They don't recognize that what they have seen in their future is actually there, but now they're walking away from it, walking towards a double energy because they're probably thinking that, oh, this person is going to burn me too. So basically, what happened to you that brought you to where you are today, possibly single, lonely, sad, unable to find that one, what brought you here is something from the past, broke your heart really bad, and now you're not trusting what's going to happen in the future. And you're doing that with every single relationship. Maybe you've had some relationships where people were actually single and wanting something with you. But maybe they weren't stable. Maybe they were immature. Maybe they didn't want to hang up their player or having fun days, right? Maybe you were ready and they weren't. And so you were either turned down or they just stepped out of the relationship because they're not married. So why should they stay, you know? And somewhere along that line, you got brokenhearted again. But now, feeling that even though you walked away twice, you may have walked away 2 times from, you know, 2 relationships, right? You may have walked away from 2 relationships in the past, and they might have been okay, they might have been good, or maybe they were not good. It just depends on your situation, right? But it also seems that some sort of devil energy has gotten you to walk away from something that actually was in your path. You walked away from something that was your wish fulfillment, but you didn't know. So instead, you went towards the devil energy. You made a choice that you chose wrong. You know that song? You made a choice, but you chose wrong. So you may have even promised people things like commitment or relationship, but you deceived them because someone deceived you in the past. Now you deceive everyone else. It's like you're a wrecking ball. Once somebody fucks you over, everybody must pay, right? That might be your motto, and that's fucked up. If that is you, you have a lot of healing to do, because if that's going to be your motto and you're going to stay in that mindset, I just saw 5, 5, 5, 5. It's time for you to make a change, buddy. You better make it quick, because time is wasting. Yes, time is fluid. Things can change at any time, but we're not getting any younger. Our soulmates are out there somewhere, and, you know, we've all been hurt, and 2020 is a time for healing. This is a time for healing. This is the Mercury retrograde. You're going to have a lot of people from your past returning to apologize, possibly to you even. Okay? You don't have to be their best friends, but at least be grown up and accept their apologies and, you know, move along. Because these people are coming back to ease their guilt and their conscience, right? Sorry that I did that to you. I didn't mean to hurt you. Okay, but you're done, they're done, they moved on, but they're still coming back to apologize, right? This is that time. Everybody can apologize, and everybody can be forgiven. But it doesn't mean that you're going to accept them back into your life, or, you know, have the door wide open, come on in. No. You know. But that's your choice. You use your discernment when it comes to your intuition, right? All right. So if this kind of sounds like your story, then let's go ahead and move on to the end and see what Spirit and Buddha has for suggestions in these situations. Very different situations. Very, you know, there's a couple different variations of healing here. So I'll see you guys at the end. Okay, so we finally made it to the end. And this is the surrender cards and the Buddha Wisdom Shakti power cards, right? So today the question was, what happened to me that brought me to where I am today? Now we had a lot of variations of different cards. A lot of them involve heartbreak, cheating, lying, deception, right? So somebody may have done these things to you, viewer, in the past. Or you could have done this to someone else and you're receiving return karma, right? Maybe that's what this is. Yeah. This is your return karma for things that you have done in the past. All right? Everything that we do that's kind of negative-ish is something that we've probably done to somebody in the past, and that's why it's returning to us. Could be in a different form. But it's being brought to us like this because Spirit can't give you the same exact scenario every single time. It becomes redundant, right? So what Spirit does is he brings these lessons back in different variations. He's bringing back your karma in a different variation than what you've done to someone else, of course, because it's not with that person, so you can't recognize it. But it's there for you to recognize what you've done. This is why it's coming in this form. It can't come in the exact form that you did it to somebody, but it's going to come into a form that's equivalent to what you've done to someone else. And this is why you're receiving this karma now. Okay? Now, some of this stuff that has happened to you, you know, somebody did this to you maybe initially in the very beginning in adolescence, maybe as a teenager, as a child, whatever. Something broke your heart. And that resentment was carried with you over the years, and that resentment has turned into manipulation to others, doing whatever happened to you to others, right? Thinking that it's okay, forget it, I'm not going to get involved, fuck everyone, fuck love, I'm just going to do this, and that's how it's going to be, right? So that's what you basically did. And I think you had your fill of karma returns to others, right? You may have been other people's karma, but I think you went a little overboard. You didn't mature during this time. You didn't realize that, okay, this is enough. Enough is enough, but you kept going with it. And I think it's because you were hanging on to some sort of toxic energy in your life. It could be addictions to sex. It could be addictions to alcohol. It could be addictions to drugs, heroin, meth, whatever. But it seems that your addictions have started to overpower you. It is your own addictions is manipulating you, the devil energy. Or there's somebody around you manipulating you with these addictions, right? Using the addictions to keep you caught up in whatever cycle that you're in. Cycles that will just continue to keep going until you release this addiction or toxic energy. There is something that is going on in your life that's holding you back from progressing. And it is a toxic energy. It could be a person. It could be codependency. And like I said before, drugs and alcohol. People drown themselves in devil energy when they are not happy with their lives, right? Because people who don't need those drugs and alcohol and all that stuff, they can cope and deal with whatever's happening in their life. Their mind is free. So not only can they cope with it, but they avoid it in the beginning altogether. But people who have addictions tend to stay stuck, going in circles, repeating the same things over and over again, not learning the lesson. So let's go ahead and find out what the universe wants the viewer to surrender to help them heal in this situation. Okay, so the cards are pre-shuffled, but I'm going to shuffle one more time on camera for you guys, okay? So what the universe wants us to surrender is going to be found somewhere over here. There's our first card. Okay. Put those over there. Now we're going to find out what kind of wisdom Buddha has in regards to what happened to me that brought me to where I am today. All right. All right, so put those over here. And of course, I do have the book. Okay, guarding it with my heart. Just kidding, you guys. So let's find out first what's going on here. What we need to surrender. Surrender your desire to control people. Whoa, that was hard to come out. So some of you out there are very over-controlling. Perhaps you're the type of person that says, oh, you're just like this, you're just like that. You know what? No one knows you but you. All right? Don't listen to people that say that to you because they don't know you. They think they might, but they don't. They will never know you until you open up completely to them. So avoid those type of people because that's toxic energy. Let's see. Being over-controlling can sabotage relationships. So you could be having a lot of people who are over-controlling in your life. It's time to cut them loose. They vibrate in a low vibrational energy. I don't care what their attitude is or how they act or feel, you know, there's manipulation. It's kind of like, here's an example of very rude manipulation from somebody who is kind of upbeat, right? How about this? You come to somebody and, hey, look, I lost 10 pounds, Joe. Wow, great. You lost the 10 pounds? Awesome. Too bad you still can't fit in those size whatever jeans. It's like that. Somebody's saying, wow, great, you did this and you did that. Too bad you can't. You know, it's like they throw in that friggin' fucked up little comment in the end. And they're saying it so happily. It's so joyous to you. You know? This is manipulation. This is manipulation. And you need to be aware of people like that, claiming to be that they are one way, when in truth they are not. They are the other. They just do it kindly. That's a form of manipulation, you guys. So let me finish here. Being over-controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. Yeah, so, and during this retrograde, you're going to have a lot of people coming to you who are not real. People who say they are real. A real person doesn't have to tell you that they are real. You will just know it. If a person has to prove to you, I'm real, I always tell the truth, I always do this, I always... Why? Because they're lying to you. A person who is that does not need to express it or even say it. They will show it in their actions. They will never have to verify that they are real or they are cool or they are this or they are that. No, this is a form of manipulation. Trying to get somebody to believe they are what they are saying, when nobody needs to verbally say that to anyone. If somebody believes that you are that way, just be that way and they will see it without you saying a word. Right? Now, let's go ahead and find out what Buddha has to say. Dance with Ganesh. I have never gotten this card. I've gotten the infant Ganesh, but not the dance with Ganesh. I feel like I want to dance to this song with Ganesh. Yeah. Right? Okay. So we have the number here. And this is another synchronicity for myself. But we have the number 31, reducing down to number 4. And remember, this is a 4-year. Me, I'm a 4 life path number. Maybe you are too. Maybe it's your soul urge. There's so many ways to find out your numbers online. You know, you can type in life path number, soul urge number, stuff like that. And a whole bunch of stuff will come up on the internet. And that could help you find out about yourself. You know, if you're not into this, you can also go into Astro Sofa, type in your birth date and your time of birth, and you will get a free birth chart, and it will tell everything about you. It will even tell you about shit that happened in childhood that you probably don't remember, but when it's mentioned there, it'll be like, bing! Whoa, that did happen to me. I suggest you guys look at that. It's called Astro Sofa or Astro Cafe, Astro Sofa Cafe. Yeah, Astro Sofa Cafe, right? You type in your birthday, you type in the city that you're born, and you type in the time. Bam, everything about you. And you know what? That will help with your healing, your personal healing. Go there, type in that shit, start reading. It's a lot of reading, but it's a lot about you. It's all about you. Go in there and see what's going on, because maybe there's something you're missing. There was definitely a lot of shit I was missing. When I read that, I was like, oh, whoa. And that shit actually helped me heal, because I knew what I needed healing. And then I called out to people, or to beings, entities, deities like this. Dance with Dance with Ganesh. Except this is adult Ganesh. I was dancing with infant Ganesh. Infant Ganesh is the remover of obstacles, right? I'm having problems speaking. Wow, you guys. So somebody out there has a problem speaking. You're giving me your stutter or something or whatever you have, dude. Get my mouth back. You know, shit. Okay. So this is basically infant Ganesh in adult form because it says still remover of obstacles. So to me, I'm feeling I was being told to consult infant Ganesh to help remove my obstacles, and I think I've removed a lot of them, right? And I swear, I mean, I don't know how to explain it, but I've woken up from those times of consulting with infant Ganesh. I did wake up feeling a different sort of way. You may not feel that you heal from certain things because they're so hidden. Our files of trauma are just hidden in our Akashic records, and sometimes we can't dig them out. We can't find where they are. We don't know why we act a certain way. But it seems that I have dug out a lot, for me personally, in this situation. I dug out a lot of stuff, but there's still some stuff in there. And this is possibly stuff that led into adulthood. And that's why I think Dance with, adult Ganesh or grown-up Ganesh, bigger Ganesh than infant Ganesh, that's for sure. Give yourself over to joy and your life will flow. Okay, so here we have it. I just saw 1, 1, 1 and 2, 2, right? So this is where we have it. You do have some remaining obstacles here, all right? You do have remaining obstacles. These are things that maybe have traumatized you in adulthood, okay? So possibly you have healed from a lot of your childhood trauma. You understand why you are a certain way and why things happen. And now it's time for you to start understanding that when you control, the only person that you should control is yourself, right? Yes, because controlling other people brings about bad karma. Also, you cannot control others. You cannot control what they do, how they think. Only they can change. The only person that you can control is yourself. So you may be a person, or you may be around people, or no, this is you, surrender your desire to control people. You may be around people. You bring in what you put out. If you are a controlling person, you're going to bring in controlling people. You attract alike, right? But if you are not a controlling people but have been controlled a lot in your life, you could still be attracting those people because you have not learned that there's people like this out there. Like you're not recognizing the trend of controlling people around you. Everybody wants to be in control. Well, and they're going to act like it too. They're going to act all controlling, like they know everything, you know. The person that you want to believe when you're talking to like that is somebody who tells you something, this, that, and the other, but then they end it with, but I'm not sure, we can look it up together. They're not going to force you to believe their way. They're not going to be afraid to say, wow, what is that? Or I don't know, I'm not sure. Let's look it up because I've been running to a lot of people like that who are demanding that what they say is right. Who are they? Not anybody in my life important because I'm not going to let anybody force their views on me. I'm not going to let anybody force their ways on me. And that's what needs to happen here with some of you. It's like people are forcing their way, fighting with you until you just give in, and that's it, and that's all. You know what, if you ask me, fuck those people. Yeah, I said it. You need to be that way too. I'm a very kind person, but I don't need anybody telling me who and what I am and what my problems are. I will figure them out myself. That's why I'm here, right? I'm not here to give you guys the answer. You guys need to go out and find your own answer. But I'm here to give you a little help and trigger you to think a little bit more. That's all. I'm not forcing anything on anybody. I'm not going to fight with you until you believe me, right? No. You have to do it yourself. I'm just here to trigger thoughts, trigger things, make you find ways to help yourself. Help yourself. You don't need anyone's help. You can do it yourself. That's why the phrase self-healing has been coined, because we can self-heal, right? There's not a term called outside healing. Maybe outpatient. Yeah, they're going to give you a bunch of pills, make you feel better, right? No, self-healing is an actual coined phrase that's used a lot all over. Self-healing. You see how that flows? Self-healing. You know, this music provides self-healing. There's no words, there's just sounds. And what you do is you imagine in your mind yourself with these sounds. Imagine yourself in your most favorite spot. That's what's going to bring you peace momentarily, right? Or however long you listen to it. You know? Give yourself over to joy and your life will flow. So if you're in a situation with people and you feel tension, anxiety right there, ooh, that's not flow. That's like blockage, right? Let me read what this says, and we're gonna end this soon, okay? Our readings are getting long, but I will tell you this, that a lot of us are going through some things in this Mercury retrograde, and Spirit is providing us with a lot of intuition right now, intuitive gifts. And I've seen the difference in my readings, like they're long right now, like an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours almost. So, and I'm receiving a lot of downloads, and that's why I'm here to share it with you guys, okay? Yeah, you know, we're doing some healing, you guys, okay? So let's find out what number 31 is. Let's see. I love the Ganesh. I love Ganesh. I really do. Now, dance with Ganesh, remover of obstacles. That's my boy. All right. Ganesh is a joyful, happy god. He loves to dance in spite of his massive head and body. He is too delighted with life to care. He uses his axe to cut off all bonds and attachments. He makes the mudra, fear not, promising to protect us. He loves the sweets and holds a box of chocolates representing the pleasure of knowledge and wisdom derived from liberation. He has a tusk which represents keeping the good and throwing the rest away. His large ears encourage us to listen, and his small eyes to concentrate. Yellow is the color associated with the Muladhara. Excuse me, one more time. Muladhara chakra, okay, which is the belly and where the Kundalini resides. Ganesh is the deity who guards his chakra, so his large belly has plenty of room for the power of energy stored there. Wow, you guys. Shiva and Parvati, the mother and father of the universe, are Ganesh's parents. During an unfortunate accident, Shiva had Ganesh's head cut off. Parvati was very upset, as any mother would be, and threatened to destroy all of creation unless they found him another head immediately. I know this story, you guys, okay? Everyone scurried to do her bidding, and the first head found was the elephant's, and so it came to pass Ganesh was given dominion over all gods and classes of beings to further soothe Parvati's feelings. And this is why, if you want anything done or want to request help from celestial beings, you ask Ganesh first. I'm getting chills on my right leg. That's actually vibrating up and going through to my right leg. So this is definitely deep for somebody out there. Shit, it could be deep for me right now, but that's what's going on right now in my current space. All right. You ask Ganesh first to help you with your request. He removes any potential obstacles and helps our endeavors succeed. So let me add a little bit to that story about what I know about it. Ganesh's mother, his father was away fighting some battle, doing some things, right? So she didn't know, his mother didn't know when he was coming back. And he was fighting battles and doing this, that, and the other. And one day she tells her young son, Ganesh, son, please stand and guard the door to my bathing area, right? Because she was a very faithful woman. She was faithful to the one that she loved. You know, she loved her son. She loved her husband. So he stood guard outside. She said, do not let anyone pass this door. So, as being a loyal son, he guarded the door for her. So nobody could pass, so no one could see her body, her naked body. She has that preserved for her one and only, right? So here comes Dad, coming in from the battle, wanting to enter to see his wife. But her son Ganesh was very adamant, yes, mother, no one will pass. So when father came along and said, let me through, Ganesh did not let his father through because he's following the directions of his mother, right? So what happens next? His father pulls out his sword and he decapitates Ganesh. So the mother comes out and sees all the ruckus, and then she's like, oh my gosh, what the hell did you do? This is my heart, my son, right? So she says, you better find my son's head or bring the first head. So he went out. It was actually the father that went out and did the bidding for the mother to find the elephant head. And there was something done, magic, whatever. Boom. We have Ganesh with the elephant head. And this is how this happened. Now, you could have issues in regards to communication with your family, expressing your needs, right? Maybe your family is a certain way and you're having a problem expressing your own feelings to them, or possibly they have taught you to not express your own feelings, right? The Ganesh could have said, Dad, Mom told me not to let anyone through and I'm following her orders. But because he didn't, look what happened. His head got chopped off. So when it comes to these things right here, these piles and the issue of what happened to me that brought me to where I am today, what brought you here today is you being unable to speak your truth out to people, right? Maybe you have something on your mind. You don't want to say something because you're nervous. You don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. You don't want to step on any toes. You don't want to, just something like that. But you know what? By you not doing this, it's actually causing you to not be able to move forward in your life. This is one of your blockages. Not being able to speak your truth, speak from your heart, right? Maybe you say things and do things because you don't want to hurt people's feelings. Maybe you lie a lot because you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Maybe you don't express how you actually feel about situations because maybe you're not allowed to, or a certain person will not take it right. But this is your time right now. You may be a very controlling person. Why? Because you're trying to control your own emotions. You cannot express them properly. So what you do is you lie and you control people. You manipulate the way they're going and how they think about you because you cannot express your own emotions. So you manipulate things and control things your way to suit your own emotions. This is not the way to do it because you're not healing yourself and you're not healing these emotions you have bottled up. It's not helping. It's actually hurting you. Okay? When you hold in emotions, you not speak your truth. I have read, don't take my word, you can look it up, but we carry a lot of these pent up negative emotions or things in our body, right? Not being able to express your heart might be somewhere in your back. You might have really fucked up back pain and you're like, my back is hurting. And you've never been injured there before, right? But your back is killing you. Why? You're harboring some sort of emotion, something that you're not letting out. And until you do that, you're going to constantly be having those back pains. You know, there's other emotions and other things that you might be not expressing, and they can come out in your knees, in your hips, in your neck, in your back, in your wrists even in your wrists, even in your fingers joints. Something that is not being expressed will be harbored and hurt you physically, excuse me, physically on your body, right? Now, me personally, I don't, at this present time in my life, I have absolutely no body pains. And I've always had kind of creaks and icks and hurts other places. But the only actual pain I harbor is in my lower back, where I have crushed discs back there. So that hurts because I hurt myself, right? But anywhere else, nothing. Nothing. I never have any back pains. Nothing. Right? Because possibly I've been a very emotional person, or maybe I wasn't in the past, but now I'm super, I just say what's on my mind. I just maybe need to say it in a nicer way. It's just because I just get, I'm passionate, right? Sounds like maybe I'm getting angry. No, I'm a passionate person, all right? And I do speak to people the way I'm speaking to right now. But I do speak firmly and aggressively, abrasively. But it's because if somebody can't take the way I'm talking in this form, and I'm talking to them like that, some people take offense to it. Why? Not because of the tone, not because of the presentation, because of my words and my ability to express my emotions, and I'm not afraid to express them. I'm not afraid to say I've been hurt. I'm not afraid to say I've been backstabbed. I'm not afraid to say that I still love somebody. I'm not afraid. And, you know, I find people trying to put ideas, you know, oh, you need to find someone, you need to shack up with. No, I don't need to do that. I'll do that when I'm not in love with somebody anymore, so I don't bring baggage into my new relationship, right? Things happen in time. People heal in time. No one can tell you when you're going to heal. Only you know that, because you're going to bring that healing upon yourself. Okay, you guys? I can talk about this so much more, but I'm hoping that you understand what I'm talking about, right? We've all been hurt. Okay? And the best thing to do is to talk about that hurt and to try to find a way to heal yourself through it. Because remember, you can't change anyone. You can't make anyone love you. You can't make anybody be your friend. You can't make anybody quit drugs. You can't make anybody be your friend. But you can be all that to yourself. The only person you can change is yourself. It's like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, but you can take a drink. So this is what's going on here right now, right? Somebody trying to change somebody to benefit their own selfish needs, possibly. It's not going to happen. You can manipulate people into it, but if you're trying to do this, you know, in the form of, there's just no way you can. There's no way I can explain that one. The only person you can change is yourself. You can ask for forgiveness. You can forgive others. You can forgive yourself. Everybody can be forgiven. Wonderful. That's the first step onto moving forward, really. And forgiveness does help a lot. Sometimes that's all a person needs to move forward. So maybe it's a time that we all forgive ourselves for all the shit that we've done to others in the past. You know, try to seek forgiveness for that. It takes a lot of courage to do that. But, you know, you got to do what you want to do, especially if you're in the mindset of, I want to heal myself. I want to get better. I want to be better. And I want a better future. You can do this. It takes time. Just focus on yourself. Don't focus on others. Don't let anybody bring in their own opinions into your life. You know what you want. As long as it's virtuous, you're not hurting anybody, you're not using anybody, you're not manipulating anybody to do this, it's all good. And the universe will grant you whatever it is you want in life, as long as you can get through these things that you need to get through. And don't drag down people with you. Lift them up, if anything. And they will lift you up too. All right? So my name is Mona. This is Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. The question we have today, this is for the Healing Energy Sessions, is what happened to me that brought me to where I am today? So this is a very deep video. Watch it again if you feel like you might have missed something. I tried to cover everything I could, but I'm trying not to bore everybody, so an hour and a half is long enough. Maybe I'll come up with another question later. But yeah, right now it's all about healing, right? Okay. My name is Mona. This is Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot, and I'll definitely see you guys next time. Bye.